And you can wonder if you notice how a slow, gentle breath begins to happen all by itself. And you can notice whether your chest rises as you allow the breath in, and you can be pleased as you hold it just for a moment. And you can begin to wonder when it feels right to let it go. Perfect. With your permission, now I'd like you to have a new experience. Another breath in. And perhaps you wouldn't mind noticing how easy it is to pause and release, drifting in a way that meets your needs. I want you to enjoy this experience, and you'll be surprised at how naturally comfort anchors itself. Now, of course, I don't know for sure what you're experiencing, but perhaps you're beginning to notice the support beneath you. I'd like you to discover how your body already knows how to settle. And you can wonder if you notice that anxiety has visited before. And you may notice how it shows up in thoughts, in the chest, in the body. Life has been full. Exams, pressure, work, the world itself. And you can notice how some dangers feel normal, like driving fast on a highway, while other things feel threatening. And yet here you are, on a planet moving through space, gravity holding effortlessly. Perhaps you wouldn't mind noticing how your body's carried you through all that. And I wonder if you'll be curious as you notice how anxiety feels in the body. Perhaps a tightness, perhaps anticipation, perhaps a sense of the future pressing forward. And you don't need to change anything. Just noticing, not feeding it, not resisting it, just observing. And I wonder if you'll notice that emotion is energy, and energy shifts. And I wonder if you can recognize some familiar patterns, perhaps imagining the worst, perhaps assuming permanence, perhaps believing the future is already decided. Perhaps identifying with the feeling itself. And I wonder if it will surprise you to notice that these are habits of thought, not truths, not identities, just patterns that once tried to protect you. And perhaps now you wouldn't mind allowing the weight of those patterns to be acknowledged as you exhale. Perfect. You can allow some of that weight to leave. You don't need to push. You don't need to solve. Just letting feelings move through. The way the breath moves through lungs. And that's just fine. And I wonder if you'd like to experience a slight shift, almost as if you could step outside the feeling, observing yourself from a gentle distance, seeing someone important, someone trying, someone worthy of care. And you may notice that the emotion is over there, and you are here, observing. And you can wonder what happens when anxiety is seen not as an enemy, but as a biological signal, a process, a message. a whisper, not an identity. And perhaps you'll notice how perspective changes meaning. And you can bring to mind moments when anxiety felt overwhelming. And now I wonder if you'll be curious. What happens when you reinterpret those moments as nervous system overload, not as weakness, not failure, physiology. And you might also recall moments of calm, and allow your body to remember those calm patterns again. Perfect. And perhaps now you'll enjoy noticing a steadier version of yourself, grounded, present, supported, colors clearer, sounds softer, breath smoother. And you can allow that representation to expand, amplifying comfort gently, naturally, and I wonder if you'll enjoy imagining a future version of you. Weeks, months, years ahead, handling stress differently, observing rather than reacting. And you may notice how this future self already knows how to use this resource. And from this moment on, whenever anxiety begins to rise, your body can remember that one breath changes everything. And simply noticing space, can dissolve intensity automatically, naturally, effortlessly. And now, when you're ready, you can begin returning back to the room, noticing support again, wriggling your fingers and toes, perhaps stretching gently, and when it feels right, open your eyes. Welcome back. You're perfect, just as you are.